in the pitch?
Yeah, we hadn't seen the pitch until we got here today. It's been under cover for 2 days. And generally we just thought it's the 3rd game on this pitch in the last 5 or 6 days. It's a used pitch. You generally think Pakistan's spinners are a big strength of this, so we tried to make first use of the wicket. We sort of knew there might be a chance of rain, but we also had some reports saying that it might come after 11 o'clock. And the game was scheduled to be finished at about 9 or 9:30, whatever it's going to be. So, look, hindsight's a great side. It didn't work out for us today. We just thought we'd make first use of the wicket, considering it's the 3rd game on that particular pitch in the last 5 or 6 days.
Is it a bit of a concern how South Africa played Pakistan spinners today?
Not a concern. Generally, our sides play spin really well. We pride ourselves in the way we play against spin. The way we played India in terms of the one-day cricket in India, we played really well against Indian spinners in Indian conditions in the one-day campaigns. We've beaten Sri Lanka under their conditions, so it's not a concern to me. Conditions suited them today, and they bowled really well. And you've got to give Pakistan spinners credit; they bowled really well today. I think the disappointing fact was that one of our top 4, I suppose, got through the new ball to look after the spinners. So every time there was a new batter coming in facing the spin, and that's always going to be tough to do against quality spinners.
Is there something about this Pakistan side when they get going that tends to wreck the best laid plans?
Pakistan, they're a proud cricketing nation. I know when they have a bad game, everybody jumps on their back and says how bad they are. I can tell you now the opposition don't think they're bad at all. They're a dangerous side. They've got some world-class players. They're always going to be a threat.
Do you think there was a degree of complacency after Pakistan's hammering against India? Nobody really expected them to perform so well, especially with the ball.
No complacency on our side. We played a game of cricket. Pakistan played better than us. It's had absolutely nothing to do with complacency today, as far as I'm concerned.
Because of South Africa getting in a lot of matches because of the England series and being labelled as one of the contenders for this crown, is there something playing on their minds at all? Because they've yet to win a big tournament. Has this been a talking point in the camp at all?
No, not at all. We know that there's a lot of talking about us having not won a competition for a long time. But there's nothing we can do about it. It's outside of what we can control. We've just got to focus on playing good cricket and preparing well. We haven't played good cricket today. We've got to take that on the chin and acknowledge that our performance today wasn't as good as what we can put together. So we've got some thinking to do and some planning to do going into Sunday's game.
Russell, are you worried about AB de Villiers? I mean, we hear he's carrying a bit of a hamstring issue. I don't know if you can confirm that. And also, today he suffers the first ball in 212 one-day innings, and he didn't do so well the other day. Are you worried about him?
No, not at all. He's a quality player. Everybody gets first ball. It's just taken him 200 games, so I suppose there's always going to be question marks. I've got no concerns with AB de Villiers. He did pick up a little bit of a niggle with his hamstring today, but the medical team will have a look at him. I can't comment on it until they've had a look at it. But by no means concerned. I'm expecting him to put in a big performance on Sunday. He's that type of player that when the team needs him, he'll turn it up on Sunday. I'm sure about that.
So you obviously said this is your... You obviously picked this and said this is your best 11, but considering that performance today in a must-win game on Sunday, is there a need for changes and look at the other 4 that are in the squad?
I'll have to sit with the selectors, there's no doubt about that. We always pick what we think is our best 11 on the day, and very much dependent on conditions. We considered should we play a second spinner today because it was a used wicket. We considered should we play another all-rounder to give us a bit more batting depth because we thought the wicket's going to be a little bit slower. So we took all of that into account. And we'll take it all into account when we get to the Oval on Sunday. So we'll sit down closer to the time with the selectors and come up with what we feel is the strongest 11 on those particular conditions.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, guys.